friends, dear teachers and dear students, I am going to prepare second video regarding the historical background MCQs on the English prose fiction part 2nd from 1800 to 2000. Friends, these are very crucial MCQs of this period. Friends, this period is very crucial where there are many events has changed the life and literature. The events like First World War, Second World War, French Revolution, Industrial Revolution and various revolutions have also very deep influence or far-reaching influence on life and literature. And regarding that, various new concepts of literature and novels and ideas came before from this period. Friends, let's see the very important MCQs of this period from 1800 to 2000. These MCQs are not only useful for UG and PG students, but all these MCQs are also very useful for those scholars who are preparing for NET, SET, MPSC and UPSC examinations. So let's start the MCQs on the historical background of the English prose fiction from 1800 to 2000. This is the first MCQ. Whose novels depicts the social life of middle class of London around 1810? Options are A. William Thackeray, B. George Eliot, C. Charles Reade, D. Charles Dickens. And very important question, and the correct answer of this question is A. William Thackeray. Next MCQ, among Bronte sisters, who is the most successful novelist of English literature? Very important question. Options are A. Anne Bronte, B. Charlotte Bronte, C. Emily Bronte, D. all of the above. And friends, this is the correct answer. C. Emily Bronte is the most successful novelist of the English literature among Bronte sisters. Next MCQ. Which Victorian woman novelist wrote novels by male pen name George Eliot? And very interesting question. Options are A. Anne Bronte, B. Mary Ann, C. Charlotte Bronte, D. none of the above. And the correct answer of this question is B. Mary Ann wrote novels by pen name George Eliot. Next MCQ. Who is known as the regional or the provincial novelist of English literature? Options are A. Henry James, B. William Thackeray, C. Thomas Hardy, D. George Eliot. Friends, note down your answer, and this is the correct answer. Regional or provincial novelist, C. Thomas Hardy. Next MCQ. Who wrote the classic novel entitled The Portrait of a Lady? Options are A. Henry James, B. George Eliot, C. Charles Reade, D. Charles Dickens. Note down your answer, and this is correct answer. Portrait of a Lady written by Henry James. Friends, I humbly request you that circulate and subscribe. Friends, through the videos of such MCQs, really very useful for every student and teacher. There are many comments and compliments who has given me on my YouTube channel as well as by phone that these are the 3 times revision of one MCQ. And so I am very happy to creating such type of the videos for English fraternity students and teachers. This is the next MCQ. Who wrote the famous novel Heart of Darkness in English? Options are A. Henry James, B. William Thackeray, C. Joseph Conrad, D. George Eliot. And the correct answer of this question is C. Joseph Conrad. Next MCQ. Who is primarily known as the father of science fiction in English? Options are A. Henry James, B. H.G. Wells, C. Thomas Hardy, D. George Eliot. And the father of science fiction is known as B. H.G. Wells. Next MCQ. Joseph Conrad praised ... as the realist of the fantastic of the English fiction. Options are A. Henry James, B. Thomas Hardy, C. George Eliot, D. H.G. Wells. And the correct answer of this question is realist of the fantastic, D. H.G. Wells. Next MCQ. Who is known as the regional novelist of the English? Options are A. Joseph Conrad, B. Ernest Bennett, C. Somerset Maugham, D. E. M. Forster. And the correct answer of this question is the original novelist B. Arnold Bennett. Next MCQ. Whose novels are deals with the central subject of the undeveloped heart? Options are A. Joseph Conrad, B. Arnold Bennett, C. Somerset Maugham, D. E.M. Forster. And this is the correct answer, that the undeveloped heart, written by D. E.M. Forster. Next MCQ. E.M. Forster's dash 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 is the novel deals with the East-West encounter. Very famous novel. Options are A. Passage to India, B. Angel's Fear to Tread, C. The Longest Journey, D. Howard's End. Very famous novel and very famous MCQ also. East-West encounter novel. Options are, correct option is A. Passage to India. Next MCQ. Which literary theories are the outcomes of the modernism or the modern period? Options are A. Psychoanalytical criticism, B. Aestheticism, C. Feminism, D. All of the above. And the correct answer of this question is D. All of the above. Psychoanalytical criticism, aestheticism and feminism. And there are few more also responsible for or outcomes of the modernism or modern period. Next MCQ. Which modern novelist brought the stream of consciousness technique in English novel? Options are A. James Joyce, B. George Eliot, C. Charles Reade, D. Charles Dickens. And this is the correct answer, A. James Joyce. Next MCQ. Whose psychological theories provided the writing tools for the analysis about the human mind? Options are A. Sigmund Freud, B. C. J. Jung, C. Both A and B, D. None of the above. And the correct answer of this question is both A and B, that is Sigmund Freud and C. J. Jung. Next MCQ. Who conceived id, ego and superego are the three layers of human mind? Options are A. Sigmund Freud, B. C. J. Jung, C. James Joyce, D. Virginia Woolf. And the correct answer of this question is A. Sigmund Freud. Next MCQ. Who talked about the collective consciousness of human mind? Options are A. Sigmund Freud, B. C. J. Jung, C. James Joyce, D. Virginia Woolf. And the collective consciousness of human mind talked by B. C. J. Jung. Next MCQ. Who wrote the psychoanalytical novel A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man? Very famous and very interesting novel. Options are A. Virginia Woolf, B. Thomas Hardy, C. George Eliot, D. James Joyce. And this is the correct answer, D. James Joyce. Next MCQ. Who wrote the stream of consciousness novels The Lighthouse, To the Lighthouse and Mrs. Dalloway? Options are A. Virginia Woolf, B. Thomas Hardy, C. George Eliot, D. James Joyce. And this is the correct answer, A. Virginia Woolf. Next MCQ. Who commented that life is not a series of big lamps and symmetrically arranged about human psychoanalysis? Options are A. Thomas Hardy, B. George Eliot, C. Virginia Woolf, D. James Joyce. And the correct answer of this question is C. Virginia Woolf. Next MCQ. Who is known for the use of Freudian concept of Oedipus complex in his novels? Options are A. Thomas Hardy, B. D.H. Lawrence, C. George Eliot, D. James Joyce. And the correct answer of this question is B. D.H. Lawrence. Next MCQ. Who wrote the famous political parody Animal Farm? Options are A. George Orwell, B. D.H. Lawrence, C. James Joyce, D. George Eliot. Friends, note down very important answer, A. George Eliot. Friends, this is the last question of this video. I again request you, please read the historical background and prepare few more MCQs and be ready for all sorts of examinations. This is the next MCQ. Who wrote the novel Sons and Lovers with the treatment of the Oedipus complex? Sons and Lovers. Options are A. Thomas Hardy, B. D.H. Lawrence, C. George Eliot, D. James Joyce. And the correct answer of this question is B. D.H. Lawrence. So friends, These are some important MCQs. I humbly request you subscribe and circulate. I conclude this video with the beautiful lines by Robert Frost. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promised to go. I have promised to keep and miles to go before I sleep. I conclude this video with these beautiful lines of Robert Frost, and really I am thankful to you all, and I am really thankful for your great response to all those videos. Thank you, friends.